Okay, Yorgos Lanthimos has made movies like The Favorite, Poor Things, The Lobster. He may have made others, but so in this one, Bugonia stars Oscar winner Emma Stone as a high-powered executive of a pharmaceutical company who gets kidnapped by Jesse Plemons' character and his developmentally disabled cousin because they think she is an alien. Okay. They then torture her to try to get her to admit it, while also trying not to be found out by the people who are looking for her. Is she an alien? I'm tempted to spoil this movie out of spite for having wasted 2 hours of my life, but decency, I suppose, will prevent me from doing this.
But we're going to be in the minority on this. I guarantee you, this movie is going to get nominated for Best Picture, and I wouldn't be surprised if Emma Stone wins.
Okay. What is the deal? I'm about to go on a Seinfeld rant here. I don't care what people say about Lanthimos or how many times he gets nominated for an Oscar. I cannot stand his movies, and I don't believe that the average moviegoer likes them either. The average moviegoer. Yeah. This is the film festival. Oh, 6 minutes of ovation.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
But I was surprised how much money Poor Things made for how hard an R rating that is.
Yeah,
it did really well at the box office. And so, I don't know. It's like this weird, I don't know. It's just this weird thing that, like, evidently I'm just not on everybody else's wavelength, and I just kind of have to accept that.
And this is what I'm getting at. This is Yorgos Lanthimos to me is the directorial equivalent of The Emperor Has No Clothes. The people who applaud this, I mean, okay, I will say this about Poor Things because I really didn't like the movie, but at least that one had this sort of fantasy, like, view. I mean, there was it was colorful. He did a lot of artistic things, and he did them practically, like a lot of special.
Well, and it was like a take on the Frankenstein kind of mythology, so I could kind of see why some people might like it. I didn't like it. But his last movie, Kinds of Kindness, it was unwatchable.
And I didn't even watch that one because Poor Things left such a sour taste.
Painful. And this at least had a little bit of a narrative. It was like I'm like, okay, I guess people could like it as like a sci-fi horror, but it was just so unpleasant and so repetitive, and it's the same unpleasant scene over and over. And I mean, I give Emma Stone credit because she goes for it. She shaves her head. Yes. She does whatever Lanthimos asks her to do. And why wouldn't you if you win an Oscar for it? But it's just not for me.
The more I thought about it, the more enraged I got that I wasted my time. Because I'm like, okay, fine. I had an out-of-the-box reaction. I second-guessed myself because people are loving it and it's getting some rave reviews. But I just was like, I can't find. At least with Poor Things, there was this fantasy element. I mean, the things he did visually, as gross as Willem Dafoe's character, the Frankenstein guy in the chair with bubbles coming out of him and stuff like that, as gross as that was in Poor Things, I could at least say this is artistic and he's doing creative things. I couldn't pick out, other than some weird lenses he was using when Jesse Plemons was riding his bike really fast. And the plot, the best thing about this for me was I described the plot all the way through to the end to our producer, Gustavo, and he was rolling laughing at it, at how ridiculous it was. And is it making fun of conspiracy theorists? No, I guess.
No, it's trying to be like this statement about commercialism and corporate greed, and how this conspiracy theorist is actually like the hero of this movie, despite him literally kidnapping a woman and torturing for the entire course of the movie. He's the hero of this movie.
I'm telling you, I'm like the guy in Dumb and Dumber. I don't think they're going to get that message, Joe. I don't think they're going to get that message. Here's the thing.
I don't think either.
Don't waste your time or money on Bugonia unless you want to be the person who's like, oh, the Emperor, those clothes are so brilliant. Thank heavens only we can see it. All right.
I mean, I look at it as like modern art. Like, some people look at modern art and like, wow, that's amazing, that's beautiful. And
Banana
then other people look at it and like, that's trash. Like, why is that? That's garbage. Literal garbage.
And I'm okay. I'm just telling you, I believe the average moviegoer is going to think this thing is a pile of garbage. So don't waste your money on it. I give it an F-. I don't even know if that's a grade, but I'm giving it an F-.
Yeah.
It's rated R for bloody, violent content, including a suicide, grisly images, and language. So have fun. Bugonia is
Not for me.
big deny. So you're rotten. I gave it an F. Okay. Now, to be fair, I was kind of in a thing, and I did think Emma Stone was good.
Yeah.
And if there was one, and Jesse Plemons he's always good. They spent this much money to make that. Whatever.
When
If it gets voted for Oscar, I'm not voting for it.
If we do an Oscar special, we'll be able to rant
about
again.
this a little bit more.